I don't know about you, but watching this radar is sort of mesmerizing with all the lake effect features going on up here, including the rain because of the water temperature being in the 50s across much of Lake Erie. Soon as that comes on shore, it quickly changes to snow. And where you see the dark blues on the radar, that's an indication of some heavy snow. And you can see how that is sort of like a fire hose right off of Lake Erie pumping into western New York. And we're going to be talking about snow totals in the feet up that way because of the lake effect. Now, these bands might shift down and push a little snow into some of our northern communities over the coming days, but we're not looking at anything like they're going to be seeing out towards Buffalo or Watertown or even Erie for that matter. So just know that as you get closer and closer to Lake Erie over the next couple days, those snow totals are going to ramp up quite quickly. Lake effect snow warnings up that way. Now, when it comes to our weather, we did have this little pulse of snow, and as I mentioned, the darker blues mean heavier snow. A little burst of snow came here downtown, looked really nice on the cameras, didn't leave too much out there, but this is moving towards Plum. You're going to get that little burst of snow. It's going to be crossing right over the turnpike here over the next several minutes. Now, south of Washington, we have some snow, maybe a little drizzle trying to mix in there as well, as depicted by that pink, but you can see mainly lighter snows as you cross back into Wheeling, back into Ohio, and that's what's going to be cutting through here over the next several hours through the night. Just these little hits of snow, most of them on the lighter side, so it shouldn't amount to too much for most of us. And you can just see a couple wayward snowflakes left over here downtown as we look from the North Shore towards the city skyline. Now, these snow showers are going to be with us on and off, and at times you get those little bursts coming through, but they're usually pretty small scale. Then as we get towards daybreak, you can see how this band sort of forks off of Lake Erie. This band comes out of the Cleveland area up towards Meadville and then cuts down through Franklin and DuBois. This could offer a couple of inches of snow, 2 to 3 inches, not out of the question, Franklin to DuBois up there, but you can see how that breaks up, and we just see those little pulses again down towards us with the worst snow hanging out closer to the lake shore. As we head into the weekend, we're going to bring back some sunshine, but the cold air is going to be sticking around. Now, when it comes to those snowfall amounts, again, 1 to 3 inches, not out of the question, up to the north in Franklin. As you get up to Meadville and closer to Erie, those totals are going to go much higher. Now, into the ridges, I'd also say 1 to 3 inches, not out of the question, but more so tonight with those little pulses lifting up into the higher terrain where we have winter weather advisory for Somerset and Garrett County. As it stands right now, 32 degrees, but the cold air, that is coming into play as we head towards the weekend. So tonight down to 28 with that scattered snow. Tomorrow we're going to see our high temperatures hanging out in the mid to upper 30s. And from there, the high temperatures drop. We're looking at the lower 30s Saturday and Sunday, lows down into the teens. At least it's going to be bright. And you can see those temperatures do start to come back up as we head towards the middle of next week and get closer to Thanksgiving.